Okay, here we are. Welcome to the Through the Portal.
How exciting. What a great name.
Yes, so in the Through the Portal live sessions, it's kind of a conversation about vision and creativity and like what kind of stories emerge and some life painting for me. For everyone listening in today, I have Jacqueline Hollows or J Mama with me today. She's the founder of the Impact Activator. She calls herself a mentor, author, public speaker, social entrepreneur, and is supporting change makers to thrive, create income, and impact. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So maybe to start off, I would like you to just tell everyone a little bit about you and what you do and what's really been most alive in your work recently.
Nice. Thank you. So I I had I started a new venture this year called Impact Activator. Prior to that, I was running a non-profit working in prisons, bringing well-being into prisons, and I worked in a number of prisons in the UK. And when I started that work, I didn't know I was going to be doing that work. I was led to it. I was guided to it. I worked for a while in the recovery community with addictions. I volunteered, and I never imagined how would you get paid for that, because the
Mm-hmm.
people that you're working with can't afford to work with a coach, and so it never occurred to me that I would get paid for it because I was just doing it for love. And I did that for 18 months. And then this led to an introduction to someone in prison. And that led to a proposal, and that led to a contract. And then I started to see that there's always money. It's just not necessarily the way you think it will be. So, one of my colleagues says, the money doesn't come from people, the money comes from God or the universe. And you just show up and you do what you need to do. Anyway, I was 10 years in that social enterprise. I raised funding, I got contracts, I did crowdfunding, and I loved the work. But COVID really killed the opportunity. I pivoted and did some other work in the community for a while, but I knew it wasn't heartfelt anymore. Like I loved working in the prisons. And then this year I closed all of that. I made the decision last Christmas, well, last October, as it happens, and I closed it in January, and I didn't know what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought about maybe becoming a post lady. I can and driving around in a little van, postman MamaJ, and sprinkling the fairy dust and talking to old ladies. And I just thought, I don't know what to do. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought, everywhere I go, no matter where I am in the world, no matter online, everywhere I go, people ask me, how do you work in prisons? How do you get funding? How do you start a coaching business? How do you help people with the transformation that you've had and get paid for it? And I thought, well, I'm quite good at that. I'll help people with that. So that was how Impact Activator was born. And I run cohorts every few months, every quarter, and I work with a small handful of people, change makers, who really have all the inside stuff. They have the transformation. They know that they can make a difference in the world, but they don't know how they can be compensated for that. And that's what I do. I help them get paid to do the work they love, basically.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. if you so doing that, it's kind of funny how you said you woke up in the middle of the night and had this epiphany. But what do you think? How do you feel about in your heart? Why is this so important? Like personally and in the world, like what is really behind this? Like
Yeah,
sometimes, we have this drive to do certain things, but like why is this so important?
yeah. So, when the work that I did in prison was so meaningful and the people shifted, there were many transformations and their true essence came out. And those people, some of them went on to do great work, to start businesses, to speak around the world, become facilitators. But some of them, when they got out, they got back in trouble again. And what I realized is they need more help, they need more support. When we have a transformation, we really are leaping in consciousness. And they needed another leap in consciousness. But how am I going to do that? Like I can't do that. And for a while that hurt me and pained me. Like how can I keep cuddling them, and sprinkle the MamaJ fairy dust? And Impact Activator occurred because I know that there are people who can make a difference and there are people who need help. And I want to activate all the people who can make a difference because these people can find the help they need. So often we work with people who don't even know that well-being is a thing or don't even know that you can get help for that and finding your own transformation. We work with people who can't even imagine that that is something that they could get access to. So I want to be able to activate all these well-meaning, beautiful, amazing spirits and have them out in the world doing the stuff that they're meant to be doing and not working in jobs and hiding their light and not understanding how to get paid for it. Because if I activate them, and then there'll be hundreds of people, and all these people can find them. So, in an ideal world, I would see that one of my boys who came out of prison may be struggling, he would know, oh, down the road there's this community group in the library, and he would know where to go to get that help. So
Hmm.
that's the main thing. But also, um, I think we live in a time when people think that they have to do the grind, they have to do the hard work, and that you can't, that there's no money. But there's always money because money is infinite. Money is us. I am money. You are money. Like we don't have to worry about money. It's there's an infinite source of money in the same way there's an infinite source of love or happiness. And so I want to help people find that because then that will raise the consciousness of humanity and we don't have to worry about all the things that are going wrong because the solutions will start to come forward because the world will be a place of love and harmony.
Hmm. Yeah, so looking at it more as the connections and the, you know, working together and connecting with other people, and giving and receiving will trigger this flow of support, which is not necessarily money, but could be anything. But
Yeah,
it's like you're the community, right?
yeah,
Like this is kind of like this wealth that we kind of forgot if we focus just worry just about money, right?
yeah, yeah. Resources, community, shared experiences.
Oh, you're
Ah,
frozen.
yes. Oh, you was frozen too. Am I here?
Huh?
Hi.
What happened? I don't know
No
what happened.
idea.
Yeah, I hope it didn't kill the live feed.
Can we check?
Let's see.
No, because I just had to click that you were live streaming.
Uh, no, it's still live streaming, I think. Yep.
Yeah, good,
Okay,
good.
we're back. I don't know how much you heard of what I said previously.
Yes, I did hear, and I was saying, yeah, you're right. It's not just about money, it's resources. The support comes, the community comes in that connection space when you're living from your heart and you're doing the work that your heart wants. All sorts of opportunities become apparent, resources become apparent, and people don't feel alone, because that's another problem, is everyone's feeling alone and in their silos. But in actual fact, when you're working from the heart, you're never alone.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. If you're connected, then there will be people that will help you when you need help and when you know, yeah, and other vice versa, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's our biggest wealth that we kind of lost in this world a little bit. Um, the way we are, that society is right now, at least Western society, um, that really close community. Um, Especially here in the US, I feel it's a very big thing where the really close knit community is lost in some way.
Mm.
So tell me a little bit more about what's going on right now. What are you working on right now?
So I just finished my second cohort of Impact Activating. We graduated last night. So that was amazing, amazing to have worked with those people. So I'm working on the third cohort, which will start in January. I published a business book this year, so I'm in the middle of finish my second business book, but it's actually my third book, solo book, and plus I have two two short stories that I co-authored. Um, so I'm working on that, and I've got a community platform, and I'm working on how I can bring in more people into that platform to have them get resources at the level that they need them.
Hmm.
So, you know, quite a lot going on.
Wow. So what's the next thing, the next step that you're focusing on this journey?
So the next step is building that community. So at the moment, I host the activator on a platform called School, and so I have my little 10 people in there. But I want to like open that up and have people share resources, share ideas, really have, a great community in there. And so I'm working on that. That's my specific focus in November, and finishing my book.
Hmm. Yeah, it sounds great. So with this work, what lights you up most about it? Like what?
Every so on the activator course, there is 8 weeks of Zoom, and they're 90 minutes. And every Zoom, every time I finish, my husband said, "How did it go?" And I go, "Oh, it was the best. It was amazing every time."
It's
So,
awesome.
I feel like every time, like, wow. And somebody said last night, uh, your your enthusiasm is infectious. And I said, but it's because I'm doing what I love. So what do I love? What lights me up? Lights me up when somebody sees past their limitations. It lights me up when they see what's possible, where they previously thought, I'm thinking of a specific person. She thought, I'm not a coach, I'm not ready, da da da. And to see her now going, I am a coach, and I am ready. That lights me up because I know what amazing work she will do. It lights me up when I can connect people. So, if I know, oh, that person's a celebrant, and I met this celebrant when I was in Spain, I was at an event at the weekend. I think, oh, that's amazing. I can connect them in. I love doing that. Um, it lights me up when I see somebody. One person thought she wanted to be a coach for 10 years and hasn't been able to charge anyone or to get it going. And then she realized, I don't have to be a coach. I can do these things. You mean I can play? That lights me up. So really get into the heart of what they want and what they love, and getting past the limitations of our thought created reality. I love that. Yeah, really. I feel like everything I've done brought me to this moment, and like this is where I'm meant to be exactly. And at the beginning of this year, I never imagined that that's where I would be.
Hmm. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, I can definitely feel it. This your enthusiasm and the love what you have for your work. Um, yeah. So I feel the same way about, the things I do if when I can see the impact I'm having. And so with that, I want to show you a little bit of what I'm doing and um join um your passion. Um, so what we do in these sessions is like a little meditation where I lead you into kind of an inner space of your vision and what the thing that you want to do and that you're called to do and what that looks like in kind of more of a symbolic subconscious way. And then I'm going to do a little bit of life painting. We can discuss what that means to you, what came up. Okay,
Okay.
you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, well, if you let's close our eyes and I'll start out by just connecting, grounding, and relaxing. So feel the connection to our wonderful earth with your feet, the weight in your seat, always being held. And take deep breaths in and out, settling into this moment, into being held by earth. There's nothing you need to worry about, nothing you need to do. Being here right now, whatever is outside, taking some deep breaths. There's no specific rhythm to these breaths, just however your body tells you to breathe. You can feel into your body and see if there's any tension. And on the out breath, you might want to soften those tensions. Usually it's around the shoulders, or maybe you can feel it in your sit bones. Relax the shoulders down, settle into this moment. And then I want to focus on the area of the heart, the seat of your love and passion, connection. And let's breathe into that spot. Imagine you're breathing into the space around your heart, into your heart. The energy, you're breathing in energy, like you have a glowing light in your heart. Now I want you to shift your focus slowly from the heart up to the place between your eyebrows. And imagine a channel of energy and connection from your heart to that place of vision. And let's breathe into that space between your eyebrows. Still connected to the heart. Breathe in energy there. And from that place, let's imagine a portal or doorway of light forming in front of us in the inside space. This is the door to your space where your purpose and your vision manifests in the symbolic language that your subconscious and your body know. It's how they talk. And when you're ready, step inside the space. Let it surround you and immerse yourself in it. And just see what comes up, what appears, what your body is trying to tell you. We want to engage our senses. Let's start with smell. Can you smell anything? What would this place smell like? And then let's shift our focus to our ears. In this place of your vision, your path, what do you hear? What sounds are there? Then let's focus on the sense of touch. Is anything close by that you can touch and feel? What texture does it have? Maybe you can feel the air, the temperature. Is it warm or cold? Is there a breeze? And then we can expand to our vision and just look around. What symbols, objects, people, landscapes appear to you that symbolize your vision and path, where you're going, what your purpose is, what you're doing in this world, what you want to bring into this world. And lastly, imagine this place has a voice and can give you a message. What would it say? And when you're ready, let's come back out of the space into your body and wriggle our fingers, stretch a little bit, and open our eyes. Come back to here.
Wow.
How do you feel?
Dizzy.
Dizzy?
Dizzy, yeah. Like, whoa.
Like you moved in, like you're flying around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. So did you see something? Did you feel something?
Yeah. So I first of all saw a wall of very, very smooth stones. When I touched them, they were very, very smooth. And I was picking stones up and putting them in the perfect place on the wall.
Oh,
Uh,
so there was a wall of stones that was in front of you?
yeah, but there were nice, like bright stones. It wasn't like a brick wall. It was like bright stones, and I was building the wall and putting the
Mm-hmm.
stones on them. Speckledy stones.
What color were they?
They were grey and white, and they sort of seem like it's just grey, but when you look closely, you can see little brown speckles and orange and yellow and all different shapes and sizes.
And you were building this wall?
Yeah, I kept leaning down, and then there were all lots of the stones on the floor, and I was looking, and I don't know how I knew which one, but then I would see one and pick that up and place it on top of the wall.
Beautiful. So what do you think that message was that the space is giving you? Did it have a message for you? Did it say
The
something?
message that came, because in the space there was also a mountain, and there were people going about to go up the mountain, but they were really prepared. They all had backpacks, light backpacks with everything they needed. They looked happy, and they knew they had a journey, but they were ready for the journey. And at one point, I was on top of the mountain, and they were coming to the top with me, and I was encouraging them, and they were coming to the top. And then suddenly, I turned into like an eagle or something and flew off, and the sound that came to me was "Be bolder."
Be bolder.
Yeah,
Bolder than you are now?
yeah.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
I was surprised, um, but I could see it something like it felt like, oh, to really lift off, I have to be bolder, and I
Mm-hmm.
can fly, and they can fly,
That's okay.
and I could smell jasmine. Really, I think it was jasmine. Really sort of really sweet smell, um, heady, sort of make you feel a bit dizzy. And I could hear the sea. I could hear
The
like
sea.
waves.
You lived close to the sea.
No, but I have just been in Spain.
Oh, I see. We're just drawing your little eagle here.
Oh,
Yes,
I can't see the eagle.
you can see the eagle. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
there we
Oh,
go. Let me see if I can. I think I need to. Oh, the other way.
yeah, perfect.
There we go. That's better. Oh, you can see the whole picture. There's the eagle.
Yes.
So let's talk about these boulders that you're building the wall. What
Yeah.
do you feel about them? How do they feel? Are they something that you're doing um, that feels comfortable and
Yeah. It felt on purpose. It felt purposeful and intentional. And it felt like I wasn't just taking any of them. I was selecting the boulders, the stones that were ready. Um
hmm
and and then I knew where to put them in the wall as well, because they all had their own little niche place in the wall.
yeah.
So it seemed like it was the people that I work with that I was, oh, I mean, just now it came to me that it's like the community is sort of finding the people who are alone and then putting them in the community and sort of helping them to find that they're not alone.
hmm Yeah, so this is kind of this community. Let me find a better color. I need to write. You are not alone.
Mm, mm. And what comes to mind now when you're writing that is that what came to mind was, and neither am I. I'm not alone. It was a message for me too.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Let me see if I can find it. Um,
Mm.
Beautiful. Love it.
Mm.
I wanted to add the ocean as well. I don't know how jasmine looks like.
No, no, I think it's like little white flowers.
Is it
With,
white?
yeah, little white petals. I don't know why jasmine. I don't even know
Maybe
if I
tea?
know
Do you
what it
drink
means.
tea? Jasmine
Pardon?
tea? Do you drink jasmine tea?
No, not really.
I wonder what jasmine. What does jasmine mean to you? What does it make you feel
It
like?
came. It feels like it feels like my mom. Um, Maybe she wore jasmine perfume. If I don't know why, but it feels like my mom. So it feels a bit like she's supporting me, which is not something that I felt when she was in life.
Okay, but maybe it's just a mom. I don't know.
A mom figure.
Yeah. Do you have someone in your life like that? Someone that you feel is supporting you like a mom, or is maybe you are?
I'm the mom.
You're the mom. There
I
you
have
go.
I have really good people in my life. Yeah.
Be bolder. Even bolder than you are.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. So this is, I need to put the sun here because sun,
Oh, why?
if I can,
Why? It's
how do I
so
move this?
beautiful. Why?
Yeah. So this is what I do as part of
Why?
my, now this is just a sketch, more of um, scribing, where you have some words in there. But when I work with people one on one, we kind of go through a little bit more intense version of this because where we go into a really deep meditation, really exploring that space um, interactively, right? Like while you're in there and I'm asking question and you're really exploring and um, sharing what is happening instead of after. And it's a you know pretty much a whole hour, well, maybe like a 45 minute, 30 to 45 minutes meditation that we do to
Mm,
really explore the space of this subconscious, what that means to you and how it manifests in pictures or messages that are not necessarily rational, if that makes any sense. It's more kind of like a dream or subconscious pictures, some symbolics. And then I really try to bring this into people's life of the messages or the feeling and the remembering of this space, with also with some reflection and some somatic exercises, right? So you're really bringing this into your body, like out of your head into the body. And then the last step is me painting like a really big picture, like a painting that has these elements and symbolizes that inner space to bring it out, you know, from your head to your body to the outside world, and then it's kind of like a visual anchor and to that space. So
mm,
when and this is kind of what this is as a very small sketch, but really it symbolizes your work and your purpose and what you want to do, right? And um, how important it is that you can be reminded of that this is important work that you do, right?
yeah.
And um, and this is really what I want to do with my art is remind people and give them visual reminders that really speak to their subconscious and saying like, yes, look, this is what your calling is, and this is why you're doing this, and this is why it's important, and giving you this feeling of because when you're in this space, you feel the rightness of the work,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
It's
and
beautiful.
yeah, and I love this vision that you're making people, you allowing people to be in a community is a spot where they are right and make them see that they might be all kinds of weird shapes and come in all weird shapes and forms and whatever, but they have their right space where they fit in, and
Yeah.
and where they can do their meaningful work, and and then you help them, climb the mountain.
Yeah.
And I really love that the space told you be bolder to you. So it's like yourself, which is yourself, right? The space is you. This is
Yeah.
not, something outside of you.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me see if anyone had any messages. We're a little bit light this morning because I think a lot of people will watch the replay instead because for
Oh,
me it's still quite early in the morning in the US.
oh, of course.
Yeah, but that's okay. Did you have anything else that you wanted to share or say or feel called to
Yeah,
feel called to say
it's really
um
interesting
before
that
we come to a close?
it's really interesting that the mom figure in the painting has looks like they have something in the hand. Um, and I just thought, oh, that's like they're bringing the resources. So you do the work, and then there's always someone bringing the resources.
No, are you back? Yes.
I am back.
I just realized that I had speaker view on, and there we go. Just wanted to have the picture for the camera. Well, yeah, I
Beautiful.
don't know.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope this brought you also some inspiration and kind of like this, understanding of how important your work is.
Mm, thank you. And leave the message for everybody else that they can be bolder.
That's right. That is correct. Okay. Wonderful.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'm really happy that you joined. And I would love to, you know, work some more with you in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Shall we end the stream and stay for a minute?
I'm just looking if there's anyone having any questions because there's a slight lag. Um, but I don't see any questions right now. Okay. Well, I think, yeah, we can come to a close. It's really nice.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.